Detonation Focus Me can hang here with DRX, who right now really is the best of the best in this region, that would be super exciting.
Certainly would be, but already starting things off, DFM. I mean, this is how they play, right? They love to go off of information, but so do DRX, and DRX are a very tactical and composed team. Just getting in that early information up by Dish, they already know, all right, A main's probably clear, we can go in.
All right, they're going to come into A main, but there's going to be a big invade here. I like strategically the idea here. Let's see how effective this can actually be. Soldum gets the first. Foxy Knight out of the picture with a beautiful spam there, killing RB in the smoke.
That came out of nowhere.
That was wild.
Make a pot shot through smoke, find a head. Oh, that's amazing. Well, DRX suddenly feeling the pressure, but you still can't count out these 3 players already taking out the Nano Storms. They will be able to get the safe spike plant, but the post-plant positions here will have to be so important. DFM has the numbers to overwhelm their defensive forces.
Okay, spike now planted at B. They're at least going to get that spike money. Is it going to be possible for them to take this fight? It's hard to imagine, you know, in a pistol round especially, it really is kind of a blow for blow, so numbers mean even more in a Valorant match for round 1. And we see the push coming here from Detonation Focus Me. One headshot. That's going to be it. Mako now downed. All right, Buzz, not bad. Stax has been eliminated. It's just going to be Buzz left.
How do you play it?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well, this is really exciting. So they're going to get that defused. Detonation Focus Me with the first win on the board. And hopefully for their sake, it's going to be one of many to propel them forward.
Valdes knew. Soldum is the magic secret ingredient for DFM, and finding those 2 opening shots really made all the difference. Of course, I think for DRX, you know, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good enough. You still don't have the numbers to win out the round, and I would have hoped for maybe Mako to play a different position, because in that one and done, you need to get more frags. Otherwise, you know, you had an incendiary, you couldn't really use it still. So that was basically the round over, and now, wow, DFM already starting things off. They want to secure this momentum. Takaj with the Vandal.
Yeah, I do like the strat there in round 1, hiding up over at A drop and basically intercepting the players right when they think the site's free. This time around here, it's going to be DRX trying to pinch into B. Soldum gets that first kill on Mako. Second round now in a row that Soldum gets first blood. Damn.
One enemy remaining.
And this just leaves Stax. Well, before I can even finish that sentence, he's picked off. Detonation Focus Me wins that expected round 2 off the back of the victory in the pistol round.
Yeah, classic round, and of course, they get to preserve their weapons, still holding on to the rifles. The teammates with more money get to buy up as well, and this is something that the Japanese teams have been doing. Again, light shields, you get some form of a rifle. All right, instead they're going to go for a bit of a save. Still, the Sheriff can be deadly. DRX are the ones with the full buy, and let's see what they do with it.
All right. We now go into round 3. An important one here is DRX is going to try to regain control and tempo. A quiet push up into A, although they do have both north and south spawn there covered. Well, I say that, and then we have Bus headed southbound. But they're going to be pushing up towards A. It's just going to be Anthem ready to receive this, and they're going to smoke him out. And so this is going to come down to just a Detonation Focus Me retake.
I think Takej's trying to get the alt orb in time and then maybe play off the orbital strike that way. He is 1 point away from it, so this could be doable. I mean, DFM clearly set up for retakes in this, but Buzz has the positioning as well. Maybe he can get a couple more frags and Mako supporting him. They should be able to do it.
Oh, bad spray transfer there, but Buzz gets a second. And this tactical setup is just perfect. It's just Anthem left over here. And I don't, you know, there's obviously no way that this round can be taken here. So this will be DRX's first win. Very promising play once they finally have the superior guns in hand.
Yeah, not too bad at all. I mean, that's DRX, classic. Now they have the information. Once they know where these players are positioned, it's easy for DRX to click heads, tasteless. That's what this game's about.
They did. Some faces did get clicked back there, Quack, and now we go into the 4th round here.
Yeah, I think this is where things start to get interesting. The 4th round is where it's crucial for DFM because, like I mentioned, right, they were running across the map. They went towards Arcade as a group of 3s, and what they really wanted to do there was to pick up the ultimate orb. And now we can see Takaj and Zenfree. They both have their ultimates. This could be useful for pushing out, getting information, or maybe just setting up for a retake. And that's something that they've clearly tried to explore in the previous rounds.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see if the first 2 rounds were not an anomaly coming up here. As round 4, Mako actually just shot right down there trying to lurk just down the ramp by Zipline. Just picked off immediately. Soldum always getting these first kills, by the way.
Yes. And that is what he's known to do. Going in, and he's supported by his teammate this time as well. But DRX do not let up. They just go in for the site.
Okay, Foxy9.
Oh.
Nice shot there by Zinfree.
Should run.
And this is going to be a bit of a difficult round right now here.
Wow. Seekers just revealed RB's location. He's going to get flashed, and that's going to be a little bit more space for DFM to work with. Stacks, though, holding out the side on his own.
Taka J going to try to push in.
Okay.
This is a doable moment for them.
Grenade out.
Oh.
Sold out.
Oh my god, he just barely dodges those bullets. Stacks continues to stay down here in hell.
Winnable.
And I gotta say, kudos to Detonation Focus Me. They are starting to really build up momentum here.
I mean, you gotta kind of like it. At the same time, I don't know if it's just DRX maybe underestimating their opponent a little bit.
Yeah, you know, when you're a team like DRX, you know, you're really trying to go all the way and win the whole thing. And there are moments where you'll pocket strategies or plays, right?
Yeah.
If you think that mechanically you're just better than the other team, you know, why not play a more vanilla approach to the game? But then you see moments like that where it can backfire. I don't know if that's happening this game or if we're seeing Detonation Focus Me in a real growth spurt here.
It's a little bit early, I guess, but yeah, you're right, bro. I mean, this is way too vanilla. This is classic. You're just running into sight. We need a little bit more flavor than that, and DFM clearly has something a little bit nutty cooked up. At the same time now, Soldam looking for that opening pick again.
All right, Foxy9. Got to ping pong the Boombot out there.
Wow.
Soldam advances. As we have, again, the defenders actually pushing up here into the northern position.
Soldam.
Are they going to try to counter push? It looks like they're ready to set this up. There's a bit of a standoff over here. Foxy waiting. We're almost burned through a minute now in this round. They're going to courier the spike to the south, back towards spawn.
I see what they're doing. Anticipating the push, I mean, they knew that Soldam was up in the bench position. But at the same time, because DRX has already gotten control over aim main, why not make use of that? Why not find a way to push in, maybe get DFM to expend some of their utility, but they have to be careful through the doors. Zen frees up by Raptors, and he finds one.
Okay. We're going to have another flash come out. No, hold on. All right, so they're on A now. We're going to get that plant. Beautifully done.
Coming from behind. Oh! Mako still finds the shot. I think he was dazed, but still strong.
All right, Stack's about to get a duel here. Zinfeet just on the other side. Shot down. Oh, but Buzz!
Let it rip.
Gonna get 3. Ah! No! No! Can't quite get that second shot to fully connect. Mako. Oh!
Remaining.
Beautifully done.
2-on-1.
Just Anthem left and shot from behind. A brilliant round here from DRX.
I'll find you.
All right, now we go back in. It's round 5, well, round 6 now, but it's a 2-3 score for DRX. I mean, you can't really let these guys get the spike plan. And once they do, especially when they have the guns, they're going to set up great positions. And you could see in that spray transfer, the way that they played off of each other around by the door, someone just to peek to be that little bit of an early bait. DFM were all distracted towards the other side of A main. So classic round, classic DRX. Right there. And maybe a shorty that was a little bit too short, Tases.
Yeah, I thought it was going to work, though. I was ready
Same,
to play-by-play that the way I thought it was going to come out. And so, Detonation Focus Me now with a save round here. We've got Anthem and Zinfree here with Sheriffs. Maybe they can get that, you know, beautiful, thrifty start where you get the headshot from afar and try to farm out the guns from there. And DRX is going to have a very gradual push up to B. So far, the last several rounds have really been all the attention on A. But B is going to be completely naked. Detonation Focus Me doing the coin flip strat, where you just you occupy heavily just one of the two sites, and there's a 50% chance that as they invade, you're all going to be there ready to receive them.
We're chess players, right, Tasteless?
Yes.
It's a gambit.
It's a gambit. Yes, that's right. It's it absolutely is not going to work, unfortunately. Bad guess. And so it's going to be a very impossible retake. But we've seen Detonation Focus Me and a couple of the other teams here do like these approaches when they're down and out.
Yeah. I mean, the Japanese teams do this. They love to go safe, and they find strength in numbers. Soldam, well, alone, still able to pick up one. I think supported by Rada as well. He was able to push up. This gives them a little bit more firepower because now Rada has a weapon. Soldam goes even deeper in.
Detonation focus me. Continuing to outperform right now. Is DRX going to let this spike go off, or is it going to be stopped? Oh, beautiful. Through the smoke. Oh, Soldam! That was insane!
This guy!
Is this spike going to go off?
No! Down to the last second.
1 second left. And that was wild. Detonation Focus Me continues to pedal ahead here in the lead. In a round that really came down to that Jet ulti getting every kill they needed.
I mean, I think at this point we have to say, DRX, you cannot underestimate DFM, because if you continue to do so, you could be very well in danger of dropping a map to the team that everyone is saying, hey, these guys are at the bottom of the scoreboard. These guys are at the bottom of the standings. They're probably not that great, but here they are.
God.
Soldam!
Soldam has shown up today. And there we have Foxy9. It's the kill there on Taka J. Finds another. Stacks with a plan inbound here. Still a doable round here for DRX.
Last player standing.
Oh, man, but now it's just Stacks remaining. Classic in hand.
Kill.
Outnumbered, outgunned.
Just looking for the right click, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But again, Soldam.
That was wild. So it's going to be 5-2 now. And I got to say, I am so pleasantly surprised to see how well Detonation Focus Me is pulling through. I think it's still going to be doable right now for DRX, but if Detonation Focus Me could scoop up a couple more wins, that score disparity is going to get so big that I don't know if there's going to be a way to catch up without that 13 number going into the side of Detonation Focus Me.
It's happening because of this switch up that we have. Like, with Suggest no longer in, it's clear now that DFM's entire strategy is to support Soldam. He's at 12 kills, 2 deaths right now. He's got 2 ultimates already spent, and he's looking for even more. Without the Viper Sentinel sort of role in, I mean, Viper is a controller, but they were playing her kind of as a Sentinel, so it's a very defensive setup. But now, just Taka J as the Brimstone. This allows for DFM to be a little bit more proactive, and you can see how active Rada is in supporting Soldam. Still, though, he's going to have to face against Foxy9. Taka J lands a shot in midair, though.
All right, great play here by Foxy and Stacks. They're going to be on the A site. They just got to get the spike over there. Soldam. Oh, my God. Beautiful floor bang there. And this is going to be probably a round loss here. Just Jinfree left over. Might want to even actually just try to save this into round 9. But the third win likely to come down here for DRX. Can Jinfree get a pick, perhaps?
It's definitely
maybe an
looking
exit
for
frag.
it. It's not going to be easy, though. DRX will not make it easy. But still, this proves that DRX, when they want to, they can make it happen. Uh-oh.
Jinfree just trying to get this kill.
So much
pressure.
Nicely done there by Buzz. Great round there for DRX. Really explosive plays. And so, next couple of rounds, we got to see. I mean, can DRX start to win in the game of catch-up?
I think they definitely can. That round proved it. Because DFM had all the guns, and of course still DRX just suddenly flipped the switch. All right, let's take this a little bit more seriously. We're going to be a lot more careful and tactical about things. Go for that decisive take, and it just happens. It's clear that also DRX are changing things up. I mean, Achilles was talking about it. They used to run RB on that Neon.
Yeah.
This time he's back on the Fade. So there is that potential to go for the combo, as you would have raised paint shells plus the C's, or maybe not even then. I mean, that could be something that they use on the defensive half. DRX right now, it's a very classic maneuver of just getting that information and then going in. And of course, when Foxy9 starts things off, they just go.
Yeah. I think this is such an appropriate time to call for that timeout. I mean, Detonation Focus Me has taken the lead. A lot of this has been off the plays from Soldam, who's just getting these connections, getting these kills. And you can see that they're not quite ready. DRX wasn't. I love seeing all these signs. Fans from all over the world coming down here to the studio. But, yeah, it did seem like DRX is kind of tightened the screws a little bit, so to speak, and are starting to really kind of play up to this. So, you know, the pause, let's see if they have any kind of unique strategies or if they just wanted to take a breather here. Because if Detonation Focus Me can continue this momentum, they're going to come out here winning on Fracture.
They certainly could. It's not over yet, and they did have that timeout to discuss something. Clearly looking for some kind of an engage to trap DRX, the orbital strike.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure.
I almost wasn't ready for anything to happen there.
I mean, he could have just stepped out into tree, but whatever it is, DRX still continued pushing despite that, and now they have B site.
All right, well, they got the plant over onto B.
RB, wow.
RB with a push now. Gunned down immediately by Rita. Overextension, probably unnecessary.
It's grounded.
Foxy lurking in the tube right now. He's doing a good job of buying time. Mako's got that set up with the molly. They can basically drain time here that's available. They're going to push him, but he does fire that molly first.
Foxy.
Whoa! Almost a delayed reaction from Foxy. He does pull it off.
Mako still unchecked. He's got the ult. And he's just buying time.
And that's going to be it. So they try. But this spike is going off, and that's going to be the fourth win here. DRX almost tying this up now. It's 5-4.
I could kind of feel this was off of DFM's timeout. I could kind of feel that like DRX are just calling like, yeah, they're pushing us, whatever. We'll just go in, get the spike down. They're not gonna be proactive on the retake. They're too scared. We have Mako, we're good. Doesn't matter. And RB just throws his body into spawn because he knows that's where they're gonna be, just to buy time. It kind of works out for DRX.
Yeah.
He's playing that mind game.
And so, on we go here into round 10. This is, I'm relieved it's close. I was worried this was going to be, you know, one of these things where it was going to be like 4-13 or something like that, but it's a really good back and forth so far. Coming in now. Foxy 9 going to push. Killjoy utility here. They gun it down both. RB going to try to plug up a drop. And it's going to be all down to this retake. Now, there's a very deep lurk here from Buzz. And they've got this set up. We saw them do this earlier. I think it was round 3.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
Turret down. Teammate here to back him up.
Oh, that was a funny moment. Okay. So they still have control over A long. Stax is going to get stunned over here. They can't quite find him. The spike is still ticking away.
Doesn't matter.
Right there.
Whoa, Anthem.
All right, beautiful takedown. That's going to be it.
Okay.
Detonation Focus Me in the nick of time. He's going to get that 6th win here.
I'm going to need that replay. I need to see what happened because Anthem just got 2 frags on his own, I think, up by either spawn or drop, and somehow that gave DFM the retake. And there it is. All right, so he drops down, gets one up by main, and DRX were kind of exposed. You can see that, all right, in these situations, retake situations, time is a big factor, Tasteless.
Yeah.
And DRX's game plan is really to hold up a main, push DFM on, because they know that DFM's going to take a lot of time in this retake. They're going to be so careful about it. And with Buzz plus Mako holding up main, they're going to be able to push them off and make it more difficult for him. But Anthem coming in from behind was huge. So now to the next round. And DFM still playing a little bit safe. Now they're trying to play for this main side, but
All right,
again,
set
mental
up the
conditioning.
lockdown.
The lockdown gives them the B site.
All right, they're going to try to push it now.
Okay.
They are going to trip over that. Oh, man, RB taking a lot of damage there.
Placing alarm box.
It's okay. It's okay.
But they are going to try to set up. Once again, Mako here. Going to get the lineups here to get that molly in there. There's going to be a push from the bottom here, which is probably the right idea. This will force Mako to relocate. And whenever they get these post plants, it's really important you keep that alive so you can use the molly by time. And they're going to do an orbital strike. This isn't a fully cleared area.
Oh,
whoa,
impressive.
okay. Well, they pushed them out into a position and just totally won that fight.
Enemy remaining.
Oh my God.
Soldam's instinct is just too good. Oh
Wow!
my God, this guy is a killer.
Unbelievable. DFM.
Damn.
Flawless.
They're looking so strong. It's 7-4.
I mean,
I can't believe it.
This is a great round.
Their executes are so good. The way they played over at B Long was perfect.
My ult's ready.
Just flushing them out of that position, pushing from the bottom so that, you know, if they kill off that agent, you can't even use the molly. So, you know, you don't have the kind of setups. It's much better, I mean, from looking at that than it is to come from the top of the map, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the best that DRX can try to fight for is going to be a fifth-round win here before we go to the second half, but I don't even know if they're going to be able to take that. Detonation Focus Me is looking maybe the best I've ever seen them play.
Oh, Soldam is still online, and he's got those knives. Oh, and he dashes out. He's looking for a head.
Okay, doesn't quite find the target he wants. A lot of aggro plays coming here from Dish. They're going to try to push out.
Okay.
And they were almost going to be able to get over there and shoot them down from zipline, but it's going to be a big wraparound here. Coming into A, they're going to smoke this out. A drop is going to have to be blindly pushed through if they're going to preempt this, and I don't know that they are. In fact, they're convinced this is a fake, so it's going to be a very easy A site plant.
No, well, they're going to take the rope.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
This
you're right.
could have been risky if someone was waiting on the other side,
Yeah.
but thankfully not.
Yeah, now there's a very deep lurk here from Buzz, and I think he may end up actually getting Anthem in a second. Yeah. So he's going to take his time. Are we going to have a knife?
The one wrench in the plan.
Yes, we are!
Yes, sir. Showstopper, though.
Foxy9, I don't know that he's going to find the target. And DRX is running a clinic right now on Detonation Focus Me.
Oh, my God. What a one-tap.
Akache, impressive. But the
Time,
spike is-
though.
Yeah, it's ticking so fast.
Enemy remaining.
Just get the last kill. Just do it. Do it for the gram. Okay.
All right, beautiful half. But Detonation Focus Me is in the lead, and that's the big takeaway right now. If they can play as well like that in the second half, they're going to move on with a 1-0 lead in this best of 3, and that would be insane. Like, if Detonation
I
Focus
would
Me...
lose my mind.
If Detonation Focus Me wins this, it's the biggest upset of all the weeks of VCT Pacific we've had.
That is very, very true. I mean, it's in the books. This will be one for history.
It's insane. I mean, this is the #1 team in our region versus the team that is at the very, very bottom.
Yes.
I mean, you can see at the viewing party, you know the fans have got to be hyped about this. DRX, you know, let's say that Detonation Focus Me takes map 1. I think map 2 and map 3, DRX has to bring a very different play style. I think we mentioned it earlier, maybe
True.
DRX is playing too vanilla, too basic, too
Perhaps.
textbook. I think that the strats and the plays here from Detonation Focus Me are looking really, really unique. They've got very cool approaches. They've had some interesting aggro plays coming out on the defender side.
They basically came prepared for this, and you can see it in their plays. All you Davids out there, like, never give up, guys.
Never give up.
Never give up. You can beat Goliath one day. And this is what DFM's about. I mean, again, I would have thought that DRX were reading DFM like a book. You can see it in their game plan, all right? Let's hold up a tree or a main or whatever it is. Their whole plan is to get the spike down and to buy enough time with their firepower, with their mechanical skill and the setups to push DFM off of the spike, to make sure that DFM spends as much time as possible so that whatever they do, they can't get the defuse. But DFM shows, whether through adaptations or just smart plays, they had the ultimate saved up. They had those positions just to push out, get ult orbs, and then find ways to actually flush DRX out of their post-plant setups. With that orbital strike in that one round, that was the purest example of it, where they managed to thin out DRX's numbers and then to surround it, overwhelm the rest of the players on the side alone.
All right, let's see if we get a stronger half here for DRX right now. Detonation Focus Me is stealing the show. We're going to go now with DRX here defending the A and B site. Spike in hand here for Detonation Focus Me. And I do think some of the success that we saw there from Detonation Focus Me was some kind of counterintuitive plays from the defender side on Fracture. So let's see if they have anything kind of like that over here as they're going to be trying to come in here and attack.
I do think it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but if Soldam can actually open things up, that would be huge for DFM. DRX, though, look at how safe they are. Immediately backing up, RB rotating up towards drop. They're trying to find and stop Soldam in his tracks, but it's just a big old rotate for DFM.
Yeah, the push is going to come in here. We do have Buzz ready. Try to catch this. He may get flooded. All right, flip that shot and a reload. Oh! Beautiful setups here. But Soldam is in action right now. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 now. Spike in hand. The Planet B is going down. And it's going to be a push from 2 different angles. Foxy as well as RB going to try to close in. The first duel should be in the tube here.
One enemy remaining.
Wow.
Good instinct there from Zinfree. Just Foxy 9. This pistol round's so important. If DRX drops this.
They have to peek together. DRX only left with Foxy. He's going to wrap around from behind.
I mean, the thing
He's
is,
got quite a bit of time.
Okay, big win there for Detonation Focus Me. Oh my God. I think it's really hitting me that Detonation Focus Me might actually take this map.
I know.
I
still feel like this is a dream.
Yeah. I feel like I'm in the wrong timeline. Like it's a time travel movie. I'm like, wait a minute. This isn't the timeline where Detonation Focus Me wins map 1.
No
Someone
way.
get the DeLorean.
Oh, does the flux capacitor work?
That's right.
Hold on, Tasteless. I'm going to have to tweet about this.
Yeah.
Guys,
this is wild,
this
man.
is not a blowout match. Everyone should watch Valorant Pacific right now.
So it's 8-5, and probably likely going to be a 9-5 here.
I can't believe this. Soldam's up 17 kills. The highest fragger for DRX is Foxy 9 right now. He was unable to win on the 1-on-2, just given how DFM positioned themselves. Well played. But all of a sudden, we switch up the pace. Oh, and then it's just a sudden peak.
Right, Soldam gets that first kill again. It's a very starved round. It does seem like they might actually back away from B and seesaw back up into A.
Plays. And we have Anthem up on the other side of Bridge Spawn to get further information if necessary. Zenfree's going to call out aiming clear, and they'll just rotate on over. I am curious if Foxy 9 can actually hear anything, but he is watching the flank.
Yeah, I mean, they've left A open, and that's exactly where Detonation Focus Me is going to go. Just like we've seen with our Japanese teams, very methodical and using the clock very well. Had there been a team over here ready to intercept this, they could have delayed the plant, but here we are now. It's going to be planted in about 20 seconds. And so it's going to be up to DRX with worse weaponry trying to do a retake.
Things been smoked off. I like how Takajay used the stim beacon for that extra fire rate, but he does get stunned. Thankfully, Anthem's here. Everyone's set up.
All right, the push comes in. It's still a 3 versus 3. Soldam changes that right away. He's actually damaged through the smoke. Hold on. Wait. Oh, okay, RB, hold on. They might be able to do this still. Can they get that defuse? There's going to be stacks lurking here. I think they can at least get this to half. I don't know how much more time is on that smoke. They're going to stick it. Oh, my God!
Okay.
It diffused!
A surprise round. I mean, sometimes, you know what they say, Tasteless? Pros don't fake.
Dude, I can't believe it. And they actually get the defuse off. Yeah.
I blame the Spectre. It's just, I hate the recoil on that thing.
Yeah. At a distance, it can be pretty unforgiving.
Yes. Together.
Still, though, I mean, this could really change up the momentum for DFM. But you never want to count out Soldam.
All right, well, they spend some utility over here at A. A is actually still heavily defended.
Heavily fortified. All the automatic weapons, I think, sprayed through it. Anthem tries to explore Dish, or Dish, excuse me. He gets denied by Foxy.
Yeah, and they're going to double down on it, actually. So Foxy, he's pulled back a little bit here, but he is going to be that first line of defense. I don't think he actually saw anything. He's hopping away, so they're not going to know that the Detonation Focus Me is here until they actually pop into the A site itself.
He might have known as well. And, well, Stacks can definitely hear that Altor, but 40 seconds left.
Yeah, this is where I worry about teams like Detonation Focus because they don't have a lot of time if they're going to go on to B. And we've had these moments where, like, there's just enough utility, there's just enough booby traps on the map that, like, they can't actually get an implant in that amount of time.
Those booby traps. We see them all over.
And again,
Buzz set them up.
We've seen this with Zeta. We've seen it with Detonation Focus Me. It does seem to be more of a theme within Japanese play styles.
That's right.
Is to really try to use the entirety of the round.
Oh.
But sometimes you do fall short. And so if Buzz could just delay over here, they might not even be able to get the plant. Shorty ready. Oh! And, you know, that's what I'm talking about, is you see these pushes where it's like, okay, but now you have 11 seconds to plant the spike on a site you haven't cleared yet. Would it have perhaps been better to just commit to A instead of, you know, yo-yoing back and forth around the map like that? Because, you know, even though they had a decent position, they just don't have enough time to easily execute. They onto that site, you know, over there at B, anybody who's defending just has to get a couple of kills and create just a little bit of chaos to ensure a round victory.
I just got a flashback. This was like our PRX versus Zeta cast.
Yeah.
Because that's what Zeta did. And they ran out of time so many times. Like, as soon as they pushed into tower, you could see Buzz had the shorty. It was down to 8 seconds. No way you get a plant in that situation. So, again, DFM trying to play it safe. They do have Soldan, but no. Foxy, 9, comes out swinging.
Yeah, Foxy, the king of Dish over here, never losing a duel. And so the spike is going to get nabbed up here in the north, and they're going to try to creep up into B. Could be a duel up here at the zip line.
Just trying to chip away at DRX's defenses. I don't know how effective it's going to be. DRX, again, having the numbers. Every position is covered.
So Buzz is never going to peek out because he's got the judge here. There's no incentive to try to take a shot from afar. But, you know, we've got 40 seconds left over here. They haven't actually gotten onto the site yet.
It's a big old jack-in-a-box for DFM if they do go up that rope.
Yeah. I mean, it's... Okay, so they're going to go for it. It is going to be a push-up into the tube. And great play there by Ataka J. 25 seconds. B cracked wide open. So it's going to be DRX here trying to get a retake.
Good thing is that DRX is already on site, though. They're in position for the retake, and all they have to do is to land some shots!
Oh, my God. It looked like it was going to be close, and in literally a second, suddenly Foxy just starts to wipe out the team. Stacks here with the defuse. It's now tied up 8-8. Detonation Focus Me. They got to be a little bit worried right now. They had a pretty substantial lead. I think a lot of this comes back to just a couple rounds ago.
Yes.
Where we started seeing the kind of these brilliant plays here from DRX. And right now, DRX is starting to just string several wins together in a row. And we don't have much left here for this round.
I don't know. Melifovia, perhaps, calling the timeout. I mean, DFM has to switch something up. I think they have to kick into a different gear because what I'm seeing is it's really a mental game.
Right.
When we're talking about these rounds, I mean, first of all, Foxy's confident in his duels. He's peeking out. He's getting all of them. Sharpshooting, he already has his showstopper in this second half. If you're talking about DFM on the other side, though, what happened in the first half, right? They were pushing out so much. They were so much more confident in how they were taking up space on the map. Meanwhile, on their attacking side, they are so slow. And because of this pace, DRX basically gets so much time to react, so much time to get further information about how DFM's going to hit the site. So DFM has to be a little bit more confident. It has to be a little bit more decisive because if they take up too much time, it's going to be the same thing that we saw with Paper Rex versus Zeta.
Okay, timeout is done. It is 8-8 right now.
All right.
In what has been a delightfully close match here with DRX, who is #1 in our region, versus DFM, who's at the very bottom of our region. We thought this was going to be a very one-sided series, like Mobius Strip one-sided. And in fact, Detonation Focus Me is really making DRX work.
Well, they did in the first half, but now I'm hoping they do it even further. But here comes Foxy. Oh, he dashed over it.
What? He like Mario hopped over that.
Nah, but he got Goomba stomped.
Yeah. And now it's going to be Detonation Focus Me continuing on here with the push. B, wait, what? Could be taken. They're going to try to flush out tubes. But hold on, we're not catching it. But Stax and Mako, they find two.
Oh my
One
goodness.
enemy remaining.
We're not catching any of this action on camera, but maybe in the replay we can show you what happened.
The spike is down. Oh, that's a good start. If he can find another pick on towards Stax, he can get the spike down. But
so he's going to basically try to plant in the smoke. No? No. Yeah, I think you're right.
He gets sprayed through. So he's going to play it safe. He's got so much time.
He should do the Detonation Focus Me play where he goes to A now.
Yeah. That's the big brain. Buzz has the angle, though.
Oh, he sees him.
Yep.
30 seconds left.
All right, so they can try to pin him in here.
Oh, no.
Oh, some misplays there by Stax. But again, the burden is on. Oh, never mind. I don't know why that was just a funny way for that round to end.
I mean, I'm just impressed by DRX.
Every shot we had of that didn't really capture what happened. Let's see if the replay is going to be a little bit more illuminating.
Maybe. But it's also a lot of ultimates from DRX is what that round was. I mean, maybe that's why we didn't really see that much action either, except for the kill feed. Because what I was thinking was Buzz was on the A side for the longest time. He wasn't moving at all. Meanwhile, DFM were already hitting down on B. But truly, it was just Buzz's trust in his teammates. He knew that Mako, Foxy, and whoever else was on B had the side covered. And then, even with DFM pushing in, they just mowed them down. So now DFM trying to go for a different approach, anticipating a sort of push from DRX, but DRX are not really moving.
So it's going to be Foxy trying to cover Dish here. He has never failed when they pushed into Dish before. He always gets the pick. All right, they flash him, so he's going to just go ahead and escape, move back to the next level of defense. Soldem combing through a drop. Oh my God, almost gets the kill, doesn't quite. Then Anthem finds him.
Okay, Soldem. Turns around, tries to get Stax, but Stax already on time. Guess what's happening on the mini-map, though, Tasteless?
What's happening?
Where's the spike?
Oh, yeah, Spike's over here. Spike is leaving B. I actually don't understand this at all.
Oh, all right. Well, this is
tough. They could have just taken B.
Because, yes, I think they could, but they weren't sure if there was a lurker still on B. Meanwhile,
left.
Anthem's already on A, and he's saying, like, the side's kind of clear. We can smoke it off. Let's just get the spike down first. We know that DRX is around spawn, and that's the one place that we have to worry about. Oh, but here comes Buzz.
All right, so Buzz already getting that first kill. They are going to have plenty of time to try to sweep every angle here.
Oh, boy. 7 seconds. Here comes the push.
Oh, my God. Stax is just too fast. Wow. Kind of a weird moment there in the later part of that round where it's like, wait a minute, that B is naked and they're actually just going to go all the way around. I guess it's not really why they lost, but kind of a funny set of moves there from Detonation Focus Me. This will be win 10 here. DRX continuing to stack and now take the lead further and further ahead here. I really hope Detonation Focus Me could take this. I mean, it's been such an exciting series so far, but it does seem like they're starting to fray at the seams here the further along we get in this round.
They really are. I mean, you just can't doubt DRX. Sure, at the start, I think maybe they look a little bit vanilla, but now on the defensive side, it's just that much easier for them to work off of information that they can already predict or assume. And this is now 5 rounds in a row for these guys. They haven't had to spend that many ultimates. They got 4 in this round, Tasteless. Oh, boy. I mean, even if Anthem puts down a lockdown, DRX is just going to fire one right back at them.
All right, B-side push.
They need picks.
Yeah, the question is, can they find him? Seems like DRX is going to turtle pretty hard right now. We're going to have a lockdown come in here, I believe.
Orbital strike? Yep.
And yeah, they can simply counter that out. And so we're back to square one.
At least we got Mako to spend his, so it's a bit of an exchange. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Soldam. He dashed into it. Oh.
Yeah, he triggers the Killjoy utility, and that lock jams tunnel.
Not too bad, though. Oh, my goodness. But still, it's a bloodbath with the sprays from Stax. Rada making it a trade, and now DFM trying to find the numbers. I'm worried about Foxy with his paint shells.
Right, RB already evens us out.
Spike not yet down.
Yeah, they need to get this spike planted here, but I think Foxy basically has us covered. They might actually wrap back around Tube here.
Bring them 30 seconds left.
I mean, right now DRX is just so on point. They're able to always ferret out where the opposing players are with their utility, making Detonation Focus Me again in a position. There's only going to be 15 seconds left here without the spike being down.
Spike down B.
And I mean, I just don't think there's enough time.
You could stick the plant, but as soon as you do.
Yeah. And notice as Foxy9 pulled out, waited exactly until it's almost to complete the bar of the plant. Like, there's an art to this. You don't do it right when the sound starts.
That's right.
You wait just because then it's like there's, you know, you're more likely to just try to commit and finish it. Beautiful executes here. Okay, so 11-8. DRX has become extremely fierce here in the second half. And I'm worried that Detonation Focus Me just can't find an answer. And again, there are these characteristics about the team that slowly bubble up to the surface, and some of it's these slow plays. Sort of not being able to really use the time they are poking around the map to then get on site and actually capture it and plant that spike.
Well, they're going to try to go back in for it, but Stax hits them with a Rolling Thunder. And now Soldam trying to find a couple more shots. Buzz just denies it all the way from the top of tower.
Huge plays there. Buzz with the wipe. Foxy9.
Oh, from the back, too.
Yeah, and now it's just going to be Taka J actually marooned from the spike in just what is such an impossible-looking round. They're going to see him, which means that's going to trigger the rest of the DRX players then come in here and surround him. As the end of this hunt is going to bring us a 12th round win here for DRX.
Well, DRX, they're hunting for wabbits.
Yeah, well, this rabbit is already taking damage.
He's stuck in his little burrow hole, and they're not going to let him out. He could look for a pick, though. Maybe one headshot and just get some more kills.
30 seconds left.
That's about it. As soon as he touches that spike, RB has the angle.
Yeah, I mean, the best he can hope for is to maybe get a kill here.
Foxy could peek out. Oh, it's a stun from Stax.
Yeah,
damn.
Beautifully done.
Match point.
All right, man.
7 wins in a row for DRX.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild. You know, Detonation Focus Me, they looked like so clean, and their strategies were pretty perfect, to be honest. And then the further along we got, it just started to become more and more evident, like, oh my God, DRX is really not going to give them this one.
Well, it looked good at the start, Tasteless. We started off 7-5, and here comes DRX. Just, all right, we've had enough.
Yeah, that's enough. Cut it out. Let's close this one out. Bit of a starved round here for Detonation Focus Me as well. Not a lot of tools at their disposal here as far as ultis go. It's going to be another push on to B. The randomization of setups here for DRX has been pretty good. And they're going to basically try to flush out tunnel.
Oh my God, Mako.
Yeah, Mako kind of hiding in plain sight here. Just 2 left, Anthem and Rita.
1 enemy remaining.
Well, now there's 1. And it looks like, oh, he's so low.
Strapped. 1 HP.
That's going to be